Hi everyone, good morning, good morning, good morning. If you're watching this, I'd like you to quickly type in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching me from. We're about to get started in a few minutes. You can share the link with as many as you want to benefit from my session this morning. Do well to share the link. Let's get started. Type in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching me from. Type your name. Type where you're watching me from. My name is Bala Francis and I'm about to take you on a journey to simplify top-down analysis this morning for the dollar and foreign currency. It's going to be very amazing as always. I mean, if you've been following me on this handle, you would agree with me that we're doing our best, putting in our very best to give you guys quality content. And today is not going to be different. Today it's not gonna be different, my friends. Uden Stanley from Yobe State, my Yobe brother. Thank you for joining. You can see Godirano from Botswana. Thank you for joining my Botswana family. It's gonna be very amazing. Sorry about that, my friends. All right, let's quickly take a look at the Forex Factory economic calendar before we get started with the top-down analysis on the trading view chart. I'd like us to quickly go through the Forex Factory economic calendar of events to take notes of events we shouldn't be trading and the ones we should be more careful. Usually when you get to the economic calendar, you're paying attention to identifying high and medium impact news events unfolding during the week, and you're taking notes of the day the event is unfolding, the time, and the currency assets that the impact is going to be, you know, it's going to be manifested on. So you can see today is Tuesday, 11th of March 2025. We do not have any high impact except for the dollar around 3 p.m. GMT time, right? My economic calendar is set to GMT +1. So 3 p.m. we see high impact on the dollar. You can as well just go through the rest of the week to identify news events like the CPI. Usually when there is CPI on the line, we avoid trading a day to the CPI. That means today after the New York session, we shouldn't be trading. In fact, after the London session today, you shouldn't be trading until after the CPI tomorrow, because price action is going to start, slowing down, and we are going to see price action create seek and destroy patterns, taking out the highs when you're selling and taking out the lows when you're buying, and price will remain in a small range until the time for the CPI tomorrow. So we see that the CPI tomorrow, Wednesday, and on Thursday we have CPPI, PPI again on the dollar by 1:30. So it's going to be an amazing week. We have about, high impact news every other day, especially on the dollar, and GBP we have also. So it's going to be an amazing day after the CPI tomorrow. So we go to the dollar index and we start our analysis from the higher time frame, especially the monthly time frame, because the monthly time frame, remember, is the time frame where the dollar liquidity resides. And you would agree with me that we've been forecasting the dollar to, trade into this buy side imbalance, risk side inefficiency, the fair value gap right here, fair value by the left, fair value by the right. This is an IOFED, and just this morning we see the dollar delivered into that fair value gap. So right from this fair value gap, this range of fair value, 50% of the fair value will be a beta rebalancing. It's called the the consequent encroachment of the gap here. We'd like to see price action, mitigate into that level. If it doesn't get to the 50%, it's still very valid. This is something you should learn when using fair value gaps or when anticipating price to rebalance gaps. It doesn't have to close the gap. It can close the gap, but it doesn't have to close the gap. A tap into the fair value gap is valid enough to hold price action to continue higher. When you look at the weekly time frame, so the question is, from the monthly time frame, what are we looking at? Where will be the draw on liquidity on the monthly? Should we see price trade into this level and create a lower time frame confirmation and we start to buy? We will buy into the next one. Liquidity, of course, the draw on liquidity above the high there and the high there. Okay, it's going to be a very long month of seeing price action either reject or consolidate within the range here, but we would want to see what price action would do. So we go to the weekly time frame, and on the weekly time frame, of course, order flow at the moment is bearish. Price has been selling. Can it sell more? Yes, it can sell more. Selling to what level? I'm seeing a bullish mitigation block, bullish breaker, sorry, right here. Breaker because price took out the low before price action create a shift of structure. We like to see rebalancing. Price can rebalance all the way here into that bullish breaker before we start to buy, or alternatively, price has taken out the sell side liquidity pool residing below that old low, and there's a confluence of fair value gap right there, and we are already in the monthly fair value, remember. So it's valid enough to see price action start to create swing lows, 3 candle price action with the middle candle having the lowest low from this level. Once we see that on the weekly, that will confirm if the weekly time frame is ready to start buying. We're just looking for swing low, 3 candle price action, something like this. When you see the first candle formation, first candle, second candle, and third, but the middle candle obviously has the lowest swing. You see that? Once you see this happen on the weekly, that is a reversal pattern that we are looking for to start buying the dollar on the weekly time frame. Okay, for now nothing is sure. We'll have to wait to see more signature in price action before we confirm that. All right, on the daily time frame, you can see we just traded below the sell side liquidity pool, residing below the equal lows here. And if you take a look at your left right here, do you see that all of this area is also a breaker block? Price can rebalance the last swing high here that was violated. You see that there's a swing high here. Price action may want to rebalance that inefficiency here and pair up their new long positions at the last sell order here. This was the last sell order that sent price action lower. It was violated. Price action has traded below that sell side liquidity pool, traded into the weekly fair value. We have a confluence of also breaker there. You see that breaker or mitigation, anyone is valid right there. If price taps into that level and creates shift of market structure on the daily, that will be a valued buy. So on the daily, you are focusing on market structure. We like to see price create two things: either create this, create shift of structure, return, then we continue to buy the dollar, or on the daily we would see price create failure swing, shift of structure, return, then we buy the dollar. These are the things you're focusing on the daily time frame. It has to be as simple and as easy as this. All right, if it's not that as easy as this, it's not what you're looking for. But again, I'm seeing something very powerful that looks like the power of three concept, and it's about to unfold for the week right here. What is it? The power of three concept is the concept that teaches price action will open on Sunday and accumulate contracts for the week, then will manipulate retail by inducing them to take the opposite side of the intended order flow for the week, which of course is what I'm seeing at the moment. Price consolidated, you see that accumulation, I see this as manipulation, inducing retail to take sales using the fake breakouts, because I don't think we're going to see more sell momentum at the moment. All right, I rather want to see price action create a displacement higher, either a displacement like this and create fair value right below, or other blocks. Then as we trade back into the fair value, I'm going to buy. Or I would like to see the 1 hour create shift of market structure bullish, close above the highs there. Then as it returns into the breaker, I'm going to buy. Okay, these are two things I'm looking for on the 1 hour time frame. All right, if it's not as easy as this and as simple as this, you are doing it the wrong way. All right, you see that I kept it very simple: the monthly, the weekly, the daily, then the 1 hour time frame. That's just what I'm looking for, nothing more than that. If it's complicated, then it's not it. So this morning I took a buy. I took a buy this morning on gold, and I think I gave out a signal in the one-on-one mentorship community. I'm going to show you guys the signal we dropped this morning. Earlier this morning I dropped the signal. I said let's buy gold, and we bought gold, and funny enough, gold has been bullish. I'm going to show you guys why I took that trade on gold. Okay, just give me a second. I'm going to show you guys why I took the trade on gold. So let's take a look at gold. I did a top-down analysis earlier this morning on gold, starting from the monthly time. I just went to the monthly time frame, and gold is very bullish. Everybody that is saying this, of course, you know gold is bullish. What has gold been doing previously? You see gold create an expansion higher, traded into the fair value here. Remember, in a bullish order flow, price action would always create bullish momentums and a little retracement into the fair value or other blocks. So price traded into that fair value, created an expansion, and we're bullish. So where's the next run liquidity? The previous month's high. That is where the buy-side liquidity pool is subsiding. Then on the weekly time frame, what did I see? On the weekly, we are focusing on price action creating expansion and retracement. What do I see here? Price create expansion and retracement into the fair value. Okay, expansion and retracement into the fair value. Expansion and retracement into the fair value. Right here, price retraced into that fair value, and I know we are bullish. Then I go to the daily. What am I looking for? On the daily time frame, structure. And obviously, what do we see here? Price action retraced into that fair value right there, took out that old low and created a displacement higher. And after that displacement higher, what do we see? We see a fair value gap here, inverted fair value gap, fair value by the left, that was violated, thereby creating a bullish order block. Price traded back into that bullish order block with the fair value gap right there. That's confluence, and I'm looking to buy into the equal highs there and the relative equal high there. So on the 1 hour was where I framed my trade setup on the 1 hour. Why did I buy on the 1 hour time frame? On the 1 hour, I see price action created a shift of structure bullish and closing above the last sell candle there. That is the bullish order block in my opinion. Remember, when treating order blocks, I counseled you guys to pick up the candle with the largest body as your order block, not this one. Most of you would want to focus on this. I rather want to focus on this because this is the candle with the largest body. If you're confused, take out the candle wicks. You're going to see price action more clearly. You see that price created that shift of structure, traded back into that bullish breaker because we took out the low before the shift of structure, confluence to the bullish order block. Do you see the confluence there, the precision there? Price created an expansion. So right here was supposed to be a buy. I think I missed it, but when I saw that price action was already taking out the previous high of the previous sell candle, I gave a signal and I said, let us buy gold. Let me show you guys. I gave a signal and I said let's buy gold, and everybody is buying gold in the mentorship, in the one-on-one mentorship. All right, so let me show you guys. Okay, so look at the signal this morning. I said buy gold, stop loss 2894.16, and gold has been buying. So that's good news for some of us who are making money this morning using the simple signal we dropped. Okay, so let's get back to works. Then if you take a look at this, you'd see that price action. So for me, I mean, we're already at the first take profit will be this old high there. Those of you who took the trade, please take your partials right here. I already gave an instruction that once you do 1:3, close the trade. Tomorrow is CPI. You don't have to wait until price action gets to this point. I think even myself, I'm going to be closing some of those positions right now. I'm going to be closing some of those positions. So gold is buying. All right. We'd like to see gold again retraced into internal range before we buy again. If you missed it, closed all my positions. You can as well want to close all your positions. This has delivered quite enough. Tomorrow is CPI. We've taken out the external range. Price will retrace into internal range before a new expansion higher. That is that on gold. Then those of you who pleaded with me to analyze BTC USD, let me see if I can do that for you guys. BTC USD, BTC USD, BTC USD. BTCD body. All right, so let me do IC market instead. So let's take a look at BTC on the monthly time frame. Remember, always I like to know what's happening on the monthly time frame before I take a look at the lower time frame. So monthly we had an expansion. Now we are retracing into internal range. And what does this seem like? It seems like we have an underlying bullish order block right here. You see that last sell candle with the largest body, that price traded above there. I would like to see it tap into that level before I consider new long positions. Okay, before I consider new long position, that will confluence with the fair value here. Okay, on the daily time frame, let's take a look on the daily. Of course, it will confluence with a fair value at the bullish order block of the monthly. Do you see that tiny fair value right there? I'm also looking at that tiny stuff, that tiny bullish order block right there. If we see a 1 hour shift of structure from here, we can buy, but if we don't, we have to wait for price to get into that level. Oh man, it's crazy. So the 1 hour already has created shift of market structure bullish. Price took out the low. Price created shift of structure bullish. Okay. The last will be my confirmation. I'd like to see this guy trade into the bullish breaker, but at specific time. There's a specific time I'm looking for this to happen, and when it happens, I'm going to be taking entry on BTC USD. And where would be the drawn liquidity? The drawn liquidity would be the relative equal highs there. You see the equal high, the consolidation right there. That little consolidation is a pool of liquidity residing there, and old highs, old highs, old highs, all of that. We seek to buy more on BTC USD. Okay, my friends, I think I've done justice in today's session. Let me check through the comment section. You probably have questions you would like to ask me. If you do, I think I'll give you an opportunity just to answer a few questions. Those of you looking to join me on one-on-one mentorship, you can as well reach out to the link on the description of the video, and my personal assistant is going to guide you on how you're going to join my one-on-one mentorship. Please, the one-on-one mentorship is not the regular mentorship. The regular mentorship is the mentorship on elitetradersprogram.com. At the moment, our website is under maintenance. I think we are rebuilding the website, and
hopefully we can be done by the week so that everybody can afford to join our mentorship. You don't have to be on the one-on-one mentorship. If you have as little as $100, you can join the regular mentorship. It's a one-time payment. Some of you pay, monthly subscriptions on mentorships that do not even teach you anything. Got to discover some people paying about €200 per month, and they've been paying for over 1 year, only to discover that they are not learning anything. They still had to come back to pay us for one-on-one mentorship. Don't let yourself lose money until you realize the gold mine that you have in the mentorship that we offer, myself and Solomon King. We offer an affordable mentorship at the elitetradersprogram.com, but the website is under rebuilding. We're rebuilding it, and we should be done by the end of the week so that everybody can join that. But if you can afford my one-on-one mentorship, you're going to get dedicated attention, dedicated trading models that has high proficiency, with also an accountability program that gives us access to your trading accounts. You're going to give us your investor password, and we're going to hold you accountable for trades that you are taking if they are not in line with the standard risk management protocol. We're going to caution you, we're going to call your attention, and we're going to enforce compliance just to make you a better trader. This is just one among the many benefits of joining me on the one-on-one mentorship. Okay, so let's go through questions. If you have questions, please do well to ask me. I'm already going through to see if you have questions that I can attend to. In the absence of any, you may as well also call it a day. All right, so I guess you guys don't have any question. We may like to call it a day today. Okay, till next time, I wish you guys good luck, good trading.